Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to a brand new video here today, and today we have yet another 2020 F1 inspired video, and this time, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are racing in the 2020 blacked out Mercedes, or as I like to call it, the Black Arrow. And it's an absolutely incredible livery, Mercedes new car for this season, and it's going to be raced for the entirety of this year. So hopefully we'll be getting some brilliant real life pictures of that car on track, and I can't wait to see it. If you guys haven't seen the news, but then by all means, get up to speed, check out the images because it looks insane. Today we are running a mod, and we are actually doing a race on F1 2019. It's actually surprising because I thought I did my last race on this game, but we are going to be doing one more race on this game with this mod. I've actually installed a full 2020 mod and this skin as well, so it looks insane, and I've been driving it and I really like it, and the blacked out Mercedes just looks absolutely unreal. In the meantime, in the background you would have been seeing actually the 2020 car in the showroom, and you can see how good it looks. They've done a really good job with the mod. All the little details with the We Racers 1 initiative with the rainbow colours, and of course the End Racism slogan on the car, and it looks absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to show you guys from on board. And again, if you didn't know, this livery in this car of course is a message to speak out against diversity in F1, more specifically of course in regards to skin colour, and Mercedes themselves admitting that their team in itself, there's a minority of only 3% of those in that team who are of colour. So it's a big message Mercedes have sent out, and it's great to see them really taking a big step forward with this initiative, and it's really exciting. So again, it's important to not forget what this is all about at the end of the day. Like, the livery is nice, but we are talking about a serious issue here in society, and Mercedes tackling it head on, so massive respect to them. But that aside, we're now going to get into the action here today. We're going to be doing a 25% race at Austria, starting from the back of the grid. So let's jump into it and let's have some fun as, of course, the world champion Lewis Hamilton. Here we are then on the grid, starting from the back, and this is very much an Austrian Grand Prix preview actually, doing a last question mark challenge here today. This mod is specifically just the car, so the race suits and teamwear has not been updated yet, so I do want to mention that really quickly because Mercedes themselves have confirmed that the helmets, teamwear, driver suits will all change to, I believe, black for the real life season. So hopefully that will be updated later on, but for now we've just got the black car, and we're starting from the back alongside and behind the new updated Williams livery of course on this game once again. And yeah, we're going to be starting on the mediums, moving on to the softs on a very simple one-stop strategy, hoping to turn this around and try and get a good result for Lewis Hamilton. So without further ado, let's get racing and let's see how we get on in this 25% race around the Red Bull Ring. Right, here we go then. The lights are on for what is going to be my final race ever on this game. Lights out and away we go. Not a bad start, to be fair, to say we're on the mediums. As we go into turn one, just going to be cautious and wait for a bit of space to appear. We'll get the switchback line out of there. Power down. Good exit. Onto the grass. Just running out of space here. Stuck behind the Alfa Tauri. We're going to try and get on the inside line up towards turn 3. Make up a few places here. Down the inside. Yellow flag conditions as we take it slowly through there. Power down now on the exit. Lance Stroll is in front of us. We're going to switch to the outside into turn 4. Can we get this one on the brakes? Not quite. Stroll actually very late and converts it into an offensive move on the Alfa Tauri in front of us, so we have to back off and let him get on with it for now. We'll just sit back and see if a window opens up for a move possibly. I think it's Danica Fiat. Could be wrong. And the Alfa Tauri does stay in front for now, and Stroll has to sit behind and wait for another opportunity. Giovinazzi meanwhile behind us looking for a move, but not quite close enough. As we get to the end of lap 1, we've made up 4 places so far, up to P16, so not too shabby. We've got 18 laps ahead of us, make that 17 now as we cross the start finish. Let's see if we can get past Stroll. Exit out of turn 1 will be absolutely key. Let's see what we do here. Open up the line, pick up the apex, power down. Oh, not quite, struggling for traction early on here, but we should maybe get a run up to turn 3. Maybe not. Damn, Stroll's got some serious straight line speed. I thought about it on the inside there, but it was never really close enough. I might be able to get him here though. Power down out of turn 3. Good bit of traction from us as we go side by side with the pink Mercedes of course. Down to turn number 4. Down the inside, pick up the inside curb, and there we go. Nice move, and we're now up to P15. Getting really held up here into the hairpin. We might be able to get the exact same move as last lap, possibly. There's a big battle going on for second place, and Bottas is actually really pulling away out front in the other Mercedes, so he's got a nice gap here. We're going to have a look down the inside on the brakes of Danny Kvyat, and we do make the move. There we go. Pretty big dive bomb, but we make it stick. Looks like the Ferraris are battling with the Red Bulls, I want to say, and that's allowing Bottas to pull away in P1. Getting very close through here. The AI battling all the time is costing them serious time as we get a beautiful switchback on Daniel Ricciardo here. We're going to try and get past the Renault as well as we go down towards turn 4. I've used up quite a bit of fuel in this first part of the race. I need to try and start saving if I can, as I wanted to get a little bit lighter, which we have achieved that, but I want to save a little bit for when we go into the soft tyres, as we will have to do some more overtakes later on. But P13 now, making good progress. Car's working well, set up on point. Got a strong chance of picking up a top 5 here, maybe even a podium to be fair, based off of our strategy alone. Raikkonen saving energy here. Might have a really good chance to get him into the hairpin. He goes defensive. Uh-oh. Almost run to the back of the McLaren there. Instead of Raikkonen's converted that into an offensive move. I was going to go for the switchback, but there was no space, and I couldn't quite make the overtake, stick. But we might get another chance here to turn 4 if we're good enough on the brakes. Down the inside of the Iceman, leaving him some room on the outside, but we do make the move and we get past the Alfa Romeo, so we're now P12 in this Austrian Grand Prix. I mean, there was nothing different there to what I originally had selected, but we move. 4 tenths up on this lap, absolutely flying. Could be on for a personal best, possibly even a fastest lap all round. Bottas is at the start-finish line already, so he has really got a huge gap, so the win might be off the table today, but second place is definitely on the cards. They're not that far away. The Ferraris are struggling. Might get a move on signs here, to be fair.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Around the outside we go. Easy does it. Bit of third gear just to make sure we get the rotation into turn 1. But we're now P11. Making really good progress. The guys in the soft tyres now are starting to struggle. And the race is coming to us now on these mediums. Got some big battles in front here. The Red Bull actually caught up in all of this. It's Albon as we get caught up behind. Couldn't quite get the momentum there. I wonder if we can get Albon into turn 4. He's got stuck behind the Renault. I thought about it on the outside. Albon locks up. We'll try and get the switch back out of there. Have we got enough juice? Looks like we're not quite close enough. Yeah, it's not going to work. Albon will hold on for now. But these guys should be pitting soon. We're going to pit on lap 8 for soft tyres because we don't need to go very long on these. The softs do last quite a while, so we should be okay. Let's see when these guys get off the softs. Looks like they're not getting off just yet, which is quite surprising actually. I really thought they'd get rid of those, but they're staying on them for now. Let's see if we can make a few more places up here. We're quite close to Albon and the Renault of what would be Ocon, but I believe it's Hulkenberg, of course, in this game. Into turn 1, I'm going to open up the line for that switchback. You know how it is. Oh my goodness me, that was a big bit of oversteer there. We are going to get alongside Albon, and we're going to slip on the inside of Hulkenberg, who of course would be Ocon. Well, I think we're 3 wide here. Going to pick up the apex. Easy does it. And there we go, P9, making brilliant progress still in this race. Somehow I didn't get DRS there. Just kicking off in front. We've got Norris battling with both of the Haas cars who are doing pretty well. Into turn 1, just going to be careful here. Norris is a bit slow, and so is Grosjean. So we'll get the power down and try and get past the pair of them, which we do. Can we get Magnussen as well, maybe, out of the hairpin, down towards turn 4. Magnussen goes defensive into the hairpin, which wasn't really necessary. You can see now the soft tyres have very little grip, and we're already alongside, and there we go. We're now P6 in this race. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And we've got Perez in front, battling with Max Verstappen. So the pink Mercedes absolutely flying around here. The Racing Point doing the business. The Ferrari's now 2 and 3, and Bottas out front all by himself. I'm expecting the AI to box this lap though. Let's see if that does indeed prove to be true. I think Bottas will pit. I think he did. Couldn't quite catch it. He's quite far ahead, to be fair. No one's pitting though. We'll go for one more, and we'll maybe pit on this lap for the soft tyres. But Bottas didn't pit that lap. That's surprising. Right, I think we're going to pit unless we get confirmation of Bottas pitting. I don't think he has come in, so we're going to box. We're going to box for the soft tyres. We're going to try and undercut Verstappen and Perez. A little bit hot on the brakes there, but there we go. Get it all slowed down. Right, we need a big stop. We need some clean air. Let's see what kind of stop we get from the boys.
Release.
All right, 2.6. We're going to be at the back, P19, but we are going to get clean air, so let's give it everything on this out lap. Let's push really, really hard, and let's see what we can do as we get off the limiter.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Easy on the pit exit. There we go. Now back onto the gas. Right, big out lap coming up. It's hammer time. Purple sector 2. We're cooking on gas now, boys. Let's see what this final sector is like. Let's see if we've managed to undercut Verstappen and Perez. It would have been a very busy pit lane, so we will get a chance. Should be purple sector 3, which it is. And there is Verstappen. Here he is. We've done it. Perez as well. He's behind us. I just caught his name. But there we go. The undercut has been successful. And we're now, I believe, net P4 in the Austrian Grand Prix. Okay, the remaining cars now in the pit lanes. So that's going to give us a genuine position, which should be P4 across the line. New fastest lap and personal best. And there is Sebastian Vettel in front of us. So we're now 4th place in this race, which is a great result. Can we chase a podium? 6 laps to go. Let's find out.
Some information on Kvyat. They're retiring from the race.
We've lost one of the Alpha Tauris. Danica Kvyat out of the race. Looks like there won't be a safety car or VSC, so we'll continue on at full pelt. Pace just dropping off a little bit. Gap to Seb is 1.1. It's kind of evening out now. We're losing the benefit of these tyres. I'm trying to save the RS as well for one final push. I think we'll get a chance, but it's going to be hard to stay in front as well. I think we might get the RS here, in fairness. Okay, maybe not quite. Surprised, because the gap was 9/10 across the sector split, but we should have it next lap. Here we go then. Now we've got the RS. Now we're going to start closing in. Going to try and save a little bit of fuel and the RS. And we'll try and strike in the closing stages as my voice lets go there. I'm starting to struggle now. Okay, guys, it's time to make things happen. There'll be 2 laps to go when we cross the start finish. So we're going to need a big 2 laps here. I can see a P2 happening. If we can pass Vettel at the right time and get a nice slingshot and help us close in on Leclerc, that would be ideal. So here we go. Going to hold off into turn 1. We won't go for the move just yet. Vettel goes defensive. We'll now get the line through there. Nice, easy one. Job done. P3. Let's use all the engine mode we saved up to try and close in on Mr. Leclerc. Last lap, giving everything, trying to use up all the engine mode that I have. We are going to close up to Leclerc into the hairpin. Purple sector 1. Oh, losing the tyres a little bit through there. That might just cost me, unfortunately. Are we close enough? Can we challenge the Ferrari into the brake zone? We're gaining on him. Not quite enough, though. I think that might be our last chance. One more lap and we could have had him. But I don't think that's going to matter now. We'll keep pushing. Just struggling now a little bit in that dirty air, following the other cars. To be fair, the soft tyres held on quite well, but not enough, unfortunately. Let's give it a last push through here as we go into the final couple of corners. Bottas will win, though, for the Black Arrow. So that's good to see. And we're going to come through for 3rd place and make it a double podium. From last on the grid, I will take that. That is a great result. And I'm sure that's exactly what Mercedes would want in real life.
Yes, that's a podium. Excellent drive. The team have worked especially hard this weekend, and this is a fantastic reward.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Well guys, there we have it then, the results are in and it is official, and we do pick up the fastest lap, which is great to see. Bottas picking up the win ahead of Leclerc, and Vettel P4, Verstappen in the end only P5 for Red Bull, with Perez, Sainz, Magnussen, Grosjean and Hulkenberg rounding out the top 10. But that is it from me guys in this video here today, my final race on this year's game. And next up is F1 2020, so I can't wait to bring you guys content on that game, and I'm really excited. But if you guys enjoy the video, like the mod, you can download it for yourselves and test it out on the F1 2019 game, and I hope you guys do try it out and let me know what you think. But that is it from me here today for this race guys with this mod. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new for more F1 content daily, and especially with F1 2020 coming out, you know, you're going to want to have those notifications guys activated to be, to be on my content, because I'm going to be all over it when the game does drop. And also I'm trying to hit 40,000 subs, so if you can help me out, I'd massively appreciate it. Finally guys, check out the 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them, as those might be quite fun for you to watch. And there's, you know, lately my content I feel like has been pretty good, so if you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. Either way guys, that is it from me here today, Austria, and I'll see you in my next one very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me.